Vraiment la peine.
If you miss, you gon' regret it. Before you crawl, know I'm running it all. I'm built up like a pharaoh, now they praying that I fall. Through shadows, been burning through these battles. No weakness in my body, need to know you better ask somebody. Already, I consume the patty, it's plenty. I leave a penny for thoughts about how I'm living. Ay, turn up the track, going deep, I'm in the zone. You know I'm about to go, harder than hard to go. When the lights shine bright, that's my show. Burn up and see the glow, I'm gonna make it. No, it's a rap, got the match built like a pro. You know the legends go, harder than audio. When the lights shine bright, that's my show. Burn up and see the glow, I'm gonna make it. No, me off the top, no way. I came and called my name. I gave my life into my place, earned everything that I claimed. Nothing ever could replace me. 3-4-3-4, square dance on the floor. This is not a ball, I'm above it all. Start, I see my glow up where you supposed to go. Proceed on the low, can't lose and find the go. Leave me in the zone, I take your mind and then I snatch your soul. Turn up the track, going deep, I'm in the zone. You know I'm about to go, harder than hard to go. When the lights shine bright, that's my show. Burn up and see the glow, I'm gonna make it. No, I get it, they love my whole aesthetic. They got so listen, told you this ain't hypothetical. Answer the call, prove this once and for all. Can't reach me with an arrow, summer nights I never fall. No cattle, the goat don't wear a saddle. Go riders off my body, cut them off, they yak sloppy. Already, I consume the petty. The vision's 2020, but Leo
for the FNCS Summit. This is the lower bracket.
Yesterday was a hit, today's gonna be a smash.
The games are ready. This is the lower bracket.
Win and you're in. So let's see what happens here in game one. Tix is out of here. Swizzy and Pixie.
Absolute cinema! Whatever happened in game number one doesn't matter.
Sympadeal takes down visuals.
Oh my, that was big! Manuni and Gapseta, they clutch up and take the game back. Two of them already down.
Go one after the other though, but Syubcribe, every time that these guys are on screen, you can expect the heart of Germany to follow with it.
And they're ready to take more than just that. King and Praise, first Elim, that one's easy. Second one, that's a wrap. Another 10 elimination game.
What are we witnessing from above? They made it look easy. I mean, whatever comes my way, I just fight it. 3 more matches to be played out.
Marius eventually takes him down, leaving Muzz by himself, and he's about to face that same fate.
Shadow goes up, high ground control still heavily in their favor, and Pablo's finish. It's all up to whether or not Gino can actually bring this one back, but he only has a sliver of HP. But yet still, Gino returning fire, and Virgo finding the final shot.
When we try, we lock it. The penultimate chance for our duos to make their way.
Shockwave, the only option, tries to go up, and he wins the fight. Welcome to Championship Sunday.
We're gonna celebrate the Düsseldorf!
I think the game carries that high going into this last one. So many big names here, they need to clutch up. Again, it's now or never. I drop. Sato taking down one. Marius the only one left. They have the HP advantage. Marius and iDrop are out.
They don't want to just take part in day two. They want to take over. Ozone left by himself in no man's land. Javi and Aminus take it all.
Tomorrow we compete for $250,000 and the title of Summit Champion.
It's Championship Sunday here at the FNCS Major 1 Summit. At the end of 8 games today, we'll be finding out who will be taking this trophy home. Are you excited, Düsseldorf? Now, Düsseldorf, you've been such an incredible crowd all this weekend. I felt like maybe you deserved a treat. Would you like to meet my friend, maybe? Yeah? No? The thing is, he's a bit shy. So I need to test you, because if you don't make enough noise, I can't introduce you to him. Düsseldorf, we'll just do one test first. Would you like to meet my friend? Okay. We can definitely do better. So here we go, guys. Please welcome my friend, Düsseldorf!
Deutschland. Scha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Auf geht's Deutschland. Scha-la-la-la-la-la. Auf geht's Deutschland. Düsseldorf, are you happy? Okay, Düsseldorf, this is our home turf. This is our ground. And we share it with the Brazilians, with the Americans, with all the Europeans. And today, also, obviously, with all the casters from all across the world. Frankie, the caster team from Epic Games, everyone make some noise for them!
Danke, Amar. What's it like having an FNCS LAN in Germany?
I have to say, this is speechless. This makes me more than proud. This is something I've dreamed for the last 10 years. Make some noise, guys. Düsseldorf, today's the day. We're gonna crown a new champion duo.
But are we going to be crowning a German duo? Because you've got so many incredible players here, Amar. We've got Bedil and Ju.
Make some noise for Bedil!
We've got Cringe and Volko.
Cringe and Volko!
We've got Chap and Flixie.
Chap! and Flexi.
We've got Kaduo, he's playing with Rerex.
King Duo.
And Amar, I nearly forgot.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, how could I forget?
how did
We've got Noah and Reason!
No reason.
And you've had so many fans joining you to walk to the arena today.
Yes, it was awesome. I lost my voice over there, and it makes me more than proud to be here, to stay on the stage with you. This is amazing. This is phenomenal. I'm so thankful. Epic Games, Fortnite, Blast, everyone here. Thank you very much to have me here. And also, bro, I want to see all the co-casters, yeah? If it's Fax, Aussie, Leo, Nikov, everyone. Thank you very much to make these events even more amazing. Honestly, it's just a dream.
It is such a dream. It's so amazing to share the stage with you. And Amar taught me a phrase a few days ago.
Okay, Leute, ich sag das kurz auf Deutsch. Ich möchte kurz, dass ihr Frankie hier nochmal aufhypt, okay? Sie ist das erste Mal hier, spricht jetzt Deutsch für euch, okay? Macht uns glücklich!
Are we going to do this together? Eins, drei, drei!
Moin! Moin! This is your crowd.
It was about a 5 out of 10, I think.
I think a 7 out of 10.
A 7 out of 10, thank you, so generous. Okay, listen, we're gonna do it one more time, and then we're gonna head to the desk, okay?
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1.
Moin, moin, Düsseldorf!
Fortnite fam! Welcome to Championship Sunday. This is the FNCS Summit. We've had an upper bracket where the top 25 duos won their way here. They watched things play out in the lower bracket where 25 duos were waiting from the second chance qualifier. There, the top 25 moved on into today. And now 50 duos will leave their heart and their soul on this stage and battle for a brand new title. FNCS Summit Champions. Welcome in, Fortnite fam. Today, it's about to be a movie. My name's Zeke. Joining me here on the desk, we've got Vivid, we've got Mini Minor. Friends, where's the hype?
Woo! Fortnite fam, I am so excited. Our timeline over the past month has been an absolute treat. We just ended Major 1 finals not too long ago. We are already here in Dusseldorf, and somehow, someway, I blink and I might have missed it. We are already through Friday. We are already through Saturday. We are on Championship Sunday, ready to go ahead and crown a duo. I'm feeling good, Minnie.
Mate, I'm so hyped. Grand Finals is here. We've got 8 games of competition today as well. And these days, they never disappoint because at the end of the day, one duo will be lifting that prestigious trophy. These days are always my favorite, and they always go by so quickly, so enjoy every second.
Of course, so much on the line here for these duos after 8 games. I mean, look, we got to turn attention to that prize pool. Obviously, we added the additional day to the summit, which meant more prize money would come on in as well. $250,000 for the duo coming out in first place. Man, that is life-changing money, Viv.
As you can see there, 50th place, just by kind of making it to the upper bracket and the lower bracket, they did secure themselves a couple of more extra thousands of dollars there, but those extra thousands of dollars mean nothing if any of these duos walk away without this trophy, Minnie.
Yeah, that's what they've all got their eyes on. It's right in the center of the stage. It's there glistening under all of those lights, and every single one of those players in those booths there will have their eyes on that to lift it at the end of the day. It's probably my favorite trophy that we've done for one of these events as well. It glistens, it shines, and even that crown comes off as well. We saw Zeke doing that at the beginning of the weekend. It's a beautiful trophy, and forget about prize money. To have that on your mantelpiece, what an award.
And guys, of course, this is all great, but we also can't forget there's 15 spots for the Global Championship. So not only battling for a trophy, we're battling to secure an early seat on that battle bus. Oh my gosh, so many different regions here represented from all different walks of life, from all around the world. We've got a breakdown here lined up. Let's take a look. Obviously, EU coming in hot right now, but it's okay, right, Viv? We got this. Please, we've got this.
I mean, no surprise, right? We know that Europe had a lot more opportunities just in terms of their pure size, but I really do like this breakdown because, you know, Europe and NA Central kind of getting their fair share of the finals lobby here. But remember, everybody was kind of questioning all of the smaller regions because they did have to go through that gauntlet of the upper and lower bracket. Would they be able to perform? And as you can see by the representations there, 3 teams across the board there, with NA West picking up 2 teams as well. We've got a fair share of international competitions here this weekend.
Yeah, we've seen some really great performances from some of these smaller regions as well. You know, some of these performances, especially with the win format as well, that was amazing to watch. And of course, in terms of historically, we've seen some great performances across the course of FNCS as well. These are the best placements from some of our smaller region teams. Piachatin and Quito's in Brazil, 5th place. I think that was the 2022 Global Championships, or the invitation, I should say. Really great performance from those guys. It just shows that these smaller regions, they can come out to play here.
Yeah, I mean, historically speaking, Brazil has just been popping off, right? That's the kind of the smaller region that has shown up when it matters. But it kind of worries me because since 2022, the smaller regions have only gotten into the top 15. What was that, like 5 times?
Yeah.
So they've had years to kind of do it. And this weekend, it matters so much more. So I feel like the pressure is going to be on.
It is, man. Look, I want to get right into it. I want to start talking about these duels. We have to set the stage here. We got to start with Shark and Teeny, right? Over this last weekend, we've seen them kind of find themselves in a situation where we might be uncontested.
Lights were bright over at Wonky Land. Not only did Shark and Teeny have to go ahead and hope and pray that Clicks and Higgs were not going to make it to finals here today, they also had to hope and pray that Phaser and King were also not going to make it here today. Somehow, some way, both of those duos were not going to be seen here on Sunday. But Shark and Teeny, as soon as they kind of saw that happen, saw that pan out, I can imagine they were partying. They were so happy.
Yeah, going to be really happy with an uncon Wonky Land. The storyline in EU so far has just sort of been that they've been conned all the time. Hutty and Fishy X have sort of caused them all sorts of problems. They did, of course, qualify through here to this this summit, of course, that they didn't. But I had word from Fax earlier on. I don't think he's even happy I'm saying this. They could be surprise contested. So again, I was really excited about this. I was like, yeah, Shark and Teeny finally uncontested Wonky Land. Let's see what they can finally do on the global stage. Huge opportunity for Shark to show what he can do in this situation as well. Could it now all start crumbling? The good news, though, is that they have performed when they are contested as well. So lots of question marks now over this duo.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to go ahead and mention that. I mean, you know, in the upper bracket, they did fairly well up against Clicks and Higgs when they were contested over there, so I wouldn't be too worried. Yeah. I really, really do hope that they are going to be uncontested because when they did go ahead and beat Clicks and Higgs off spawn, it was a 5th, a 6th, and a 11th placements in terms of how well they did in terms of games in the upper bracket, right? So whenever they do make it off spawn, they make it to the end game, they do very well.
Okay, we'll have to see. I don't like hearing that, man. I don't like hearing it. Be surprised contested. But let's keep the conversation going. We got to talk about Sky and Scroll. I mean, these guys are so incredibly consistent in EU, and now here we are in an international competition.
Absolutely. I mean, Sky and Scroll, I feel like there's a lot of eyes on this duo. Obviously, they won EU Major 1 finals so dominantly that it feels like the snowball effect coming into the summit, it must be carrying over with them. But I've been hearing many, right? Like Venno, we've talked to him about it. He's like, dude, I just don't like the fact that this duo, they seem to be just doing the same exact game plan and getting away with it.
Yeah, we sort of spoke to Venno about that on day number 1. They sort of basing up on the side of that hill just outside of their drop spot. One of them stays inside the POI and tries to sort of get some of that loot inside of Battlewood. And I think what they've been doing now since the course of this weekend, they've actually been trying a few different strategies to try and combat that potential lurk play from Venno that we've sort of seen him do and try and do over this weekend as well. They've actually both left the POI, tried to find tags together, not just worry too much about that sort of refarm, getting that loot inside the POI. So from what we've been looking back at some of their games from, of course, that upper bracket, they do have the potential to sort of counter that strat that Venno might try and do this week.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, Zeke, are kind of looking towards Sky and Scroll and feeling like Curve and Venno are the duo that can kind of stop them from kind of climbing to the top. So we'll have to kind of keep a very, very close eye on how Sky and Scroll have prepared for that aggressive playstyle of Curve and Venno.
Man, from one goat to another, Venno obviously here competing alongside Curve. These guys are titans, right? You know, I feel like for Venno, we kind of continue to underrate him. Oh, Venno, like, you know, he's not that good, whatever. Goes over to EU, wins, comes over to NA, wins. I mean, what is it going to take to be considered a go.
Honestly, a LAN win. Realistically,
Yeah,
that's the one thing that he hasn't done seemingly in his entire repertoire of Fortnite achievements. A very, very experienced player. The perfect partner for someone like someone that needs that level of sort of level-headed and that level of leadership, I suppose you could say, in the duo. And Veno is the perfect candidate for that. We've seen their performances this weekend. And I'm really intrigued about Veno because he always seems to have something under wraps. You never quite know what he's going to do when it comes to the grand finals day. And we saw it in their upper bracket games. We saw them trying to lurk around. They lurked around the sort of teams down towards the south side. And we can have a look at some of these clips right now. They're sort of going down towards that south side. We were speaking about it to him on the telestrator. This is something that they can do. They have the ability to do. Doesn't always work out for them, Vivid, but it seems like a strat that they were cooking. Maybe they'll do something different today.
Yeah, obviously, Veno learned early on in his first kind of attempt to lurk and pressure some of these duos here at the LAN that it might be a little bit harder than it was over on the NAC region, but they continue to do this, right? This is what they are comfortable with. This is what they feel the most confident in doing. Also, it's really, really cool because these strategies where they like to lurk on a lot of teams, it's actually revolves around staying in the swarm a lot of the times. And the reason they can do that so easily is because they know exactly where all of the vending machines are around the map, so they obviously can go over to these, pick up all of those heals. And then cool little things like this. I mean, jumping into the mist, using the overdrive, plus the vent that's on top of the building to go ahead and make sure that you can find your way towards the fight that you want to be taking. The little strats, man, they're so cool.
Yeah, they're sort of conditioning that south side of the map. They're even going towards the west side as well. We saw it going over towards Thomas HD and Focus. These sneak plays, so valuable. They're really, really great for them right now. And they're able to try and find so much success in doing that. The big question mark now, though, is whether they're going to do it up towards Sky and Scroll in the north.
Exactly, right? All these examples that me and Minnie kind of found for you guys, Sky and Scroll were not featured at all.
Yeah.
But we got an opportunity to go ahead and talk to Sky about that. And he was like, listen, man, we felt good about how we played in the upper bracket, but it was kind of weird, right? Because it's like, Urban Veno didn't do what they said they were going to do, right? They said they were going to push us, and they didn't do it. Very Veno-esque. He's not going to show you everything that he wants to do, of course, in the upper bracket. He's going to save it for the finals. So I'm kind of guessing, Zeke, that we're going to be seeing Urban Veno push towards the way of Sky and Scroll, like what? Once, maybe twice over the course of the 8 games. Obviously, they're not going to do it every single time.
Yeah, it's a sort of Veno thing, maybe to not do it in game 1 to try and throw them off. Because I'm sure Sky and Scroll are thinking, right, we're going to have to pull out that strat. Maybe we both leave the POI and try and rotate up. So I feel like it's such a Veno thing. They might not do it game 1, but game 2, keep your eyes out.
Oh, okay, I like it. Well, maybe Frankie can ask Veno this question because they're standing by right now.
Thank you so much, guys. I have to ask Veno a different question, if that's okay. I hope you don't mind, everyone on the desk. But Veno, we're hearing you might be contested. Can you fill me in, please?
Yeah, I might be contested by the team that landed there in lower brackets, King BR. I don't really know what's going to happen, but I'll try and do my best.
Is that something that makes you nervous, knowing that the game plan has to change on the day of the finals?
The day, more like 15 minutes before.
15 minutes before, but you are so experienced, okay? You have wins in multiple regions, second, obviously, at the Invitational in 2022. You're one step away from being the GOAT if you win this, but you have that experience. So now, what do you do with that 15 minutes?
Try and mentally get into it. It's more a mental thing than actually being able to do any prep. Mentally prepare, visualize it, and when the odds are against me, I rise above.
And we know you do. How would you prepare Kerr for a situation like this? Because it seems to me like he's taking to land like a duck to water. He's cool and he's calm right now.
He's definitely taken to it well. I'm not sure how hearing this late news will affect him, but the odds are in our favor.
And all he needs to do is listen to you.
That's all he got there.
All he's got to do. Veno, what would it mean to you to win today in Düsseldorf?
I mean, everything. I'd be completing my career. Nothing left to fight for.
You'd have everything to fight for, and you're going to fight for it today as well. Thank you so much, Veno. Good luck today. Let's head back to the desk.
You know, that's a very familiar Veno. That's a very locked in, I know what I'm here to do today. That's a, you know what, invitational last game? Why don't we take a risk here, Veno? I like to see that. Obviously, the duo are ready. Curve, player on the rise. I like seeing Veno locked in. I kind of wonder where Curve's at.
I got to tell you, it's so funny because when we talk about an event like this, we talk about the month-long preparation that kind of leads into an event like this. But realistically, whenever we talk to these players, sometimes it sounds like it just boils down to the literal last 15 minutes to go ahead and finally prepare you, right? Because that's when all the pressure starts to hit.
And also, that's when some of the big changes start coming in. We spoke about it with Sharkantini earlier on. They probably woke up this morning, yeah, uncontested, Wonkyland thinking, looking good. Then a team comes in, maybe potentially contesting them. It's like, you have to think on your feet in this game, both in-game and outside of the game. So these sort of last 15 minutes for these teams, especially those with experience, are going to be super, super vital.
I believe in Venno right now, and I believe in Curve. We saw them perform well, and I'm sure if everything goes according to plan, Mama Papa Curve well over there, they're gonna have a great time. They just yell. That's great. Let's talk about another duo. Obviously, can't not talk about Peterbot and Pollo appearing here in the finals. We have 8 games ahead of us. So what do we think, boys? Why are these guys so feared, and do we think they can maybe kind of instill that fear into the lobby today?
Well, they're going to be feared for sure because somehow, some way, Mini, they've ended up uncontested. I mean, all of the drama kind of coming into the weekend. Clicks and Higgs are going to be landing on them. Mr. Savage and Velo, they look good to kind of making it towards the finals. But no, Peterbot and Pollo is seemingly as if they're going to be uncontested over towards Squibbly. Listen, we know Peterbot and Pollo, why they are so feared. It's because of those placements, man.
Yeah, their run was absolutely unreal, wasn't it? Together when they were playing in duos, they had a solid run separately in trios then as well. But as of late, it just hasn't been that level of performance. Last Global Championships, not a great performance from them. This major, 7th place, I think it was, not an amazing performance for them when you consider what they've done. This is Peterbot and Pollo we're talking about. So I think there's a lot of question marks, weirdly enough, about this duo going into today, because it's like, what version of Peterbot and Pollo are we going to get? Are we going to get the feared, the scared, the conditioning Peterbot and Pollo, the teams that run away? Or are we going to get the Peterbot and Pollo where you're kind of unsure what they're going to do when they go into a fight? I suppose the good news for them this weekend and now today is that they do have a lot of contestation around them, so they will be able to make those aggressive plays. They'll be able to third party, and I think that's really going to play into their favor.
Let's go ahead and talk about those performances from Peterbot and Pollo that kind of really haven't been Peterbot and Pollo as 7th in Major 1 finals. Even though they got 7, right, we kind of expect them to win. They didn't win, so we're kind of like disappointed. 7th is still very, very good, but Pete, he still had the most damage done, still had the best damage ratio. So individually speaking, like both of these guys are still performing very, very well. Obviously, that was back in Major number 1. Kind of talking about this weekend though, Minnie, you know, looking towards the upper bracket, I feel like they started out pretty slow and, you know, kind of coming into Sunday, I was like, yeah, man, we really didn't get to see much. So I went back, I looked at their matches and I was like, wait a minute. They had a 12 elim second. And I didn't even remember it, man. Like, where does this stuff come from? This is why you can never count them out. It doesn't look like they're going to be doing good this weekend, but the duo just has so much potential. Like Zeke mentioned, like you mentioned, it's just a big question mark of what version of the duo we're going to get.
It's just so uncharacteristic for them because especially us on the desk, the whole buzz around the arena, it's all like Peterbot Pollo, especially going into the last couple of global championships. They've kind of flown under the radar a lot, and I think that's why they've sort of ended up uncontested. They haven't really been talked about enough, I suppose, in these competitions because, as you can see, in individual games, in these individual moments, they are still that Peterbot and Pollo.
Oh, man, I like to hear that. We'll have to see. And guess what? Frankie's standing by with the duo right now. Let's hear from him.
Thank you so much, guys. That was an interesting thought from Mini Miner. Mini Miner was just saying he's not sure if people aren't contesting you today because not because they're scared of you, but because they've just potentially underestimated you, Pete. Do you feel a bit forgotten?
Nah, I definitely don't feel forgotten. We are uncontested for a reason today, and we're gonna win.
So what happens if someone does come and visit you at Squibbly today, Pollo?
I mean, we prepared to be contested either way at this tournament, so I think we'll be fine.
And do you like the fact that there's so much infighting going on around you? You've got a lot of contested duos surrounding you. Is the plan to literally go and spoil all of their days?
I mean, I don't want to say too much, but I guess we'll see.
We'll definitely see. We've got 8 games to see you guys get the job done. In terms of your duo right now, how close do you think you're being to being back as the Peterbot and Pollo we know from 2024?
I think this tournament will prove to everyone what we already know, that we're the best team in the world, so.
But do you think you do have something to prove? Because 7th in the recent NA Major 1 finals, you came 15th on LAN at the Global Championships last year, which is uncharacteristic for you, Pete. Do you feel like you've been slightly humbled, or do you feel like you're 100% Pete right now?
I'm 100% me right now. I'm definitely gonna win this tournament.
Okay, well, it's committed to camera. Pete's saying it. These guys definitely winning the tournament, Zeke.
Frankie, I'm down. Listen, I'm a Peterbot Pollo fan. All right, I'm down. But like you guys called out that question mark, right? I feel like this is a very critical moment for the duo. They're either going to come out and they're going to, let's say, win, let's say even be in the top 10, or they're going to fall. Maybe they miss that top 15, going to lose a ton of aura, right? This is a really critical moment for them.
Man, Pete and Poyo outside of the top 15. I don't even know if that's within the realm of possibilities. I really do like the answer, though, right? Kind of the adversary that they were kind of facing coming into the weekend, but that made them prepared for so many different situations. I feel like they just look too good to place outside of top 15. I mean, what the heck?
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll place top 15. I just like the way that they conducted themselves in that interview right there. It was just, you know, I think it's very easy in this game, in esports and sports and things like this, to let that outside noise affect you. They seem to be inside their own world. They seem to be inside their own bubble. They still believe that they are the best team in the world. They have good reason to believe that as well. In terms, on paper, in terms of, you know, fragging ability, they are that team, so they can prove it.
Okay, dude, I want to see that. I'm down. I'm sure this crowd will be down for the two. I wanted to pivot here, come back to EU. So I feel like a duo that's maybe flying. It's hard to kind of quantify this. Is it like a dark horse? Is it underrated? Are they overperforming? It's Darm and Demish, right? Like, it's weird that there is so many duos that we kind of highlight or being talked about, but then it's like, hey, wait, these guys won, quote unquote, upper bracket. So like, why are we not talking about them?
Man, gear up. If you're not sure of this duo's history, gear up and get ready to hear this, because these guys kind of took the scene by storm. Just starting last year, they made their first FNCS finals, and where did they place Mini? Instantly coming right out of the gate, 5th place. They followed it up with a 3rd place, a 17th. Then they got 6th place at a LAN event. Are you kidding me? Just like a couple months ago, you made it to your first FNCS finals, then you placed 6th place, and then started off major #1 this year. They did go ahead and finish 7th place. So this duo has shown that they are just so consistent when it comes to these types of lobbies that I feel like we had to kind of talk about them as one of the favorites to place in the top 5.
Yeah, and the main storyline for these guys going into EU was that they didn't have a drop spot. Every single time they went to different drop spots, they just, you know, they still did well. And I suppose that's the narrative about these guys, is that they switch drop spots a lot, and when you say that about a team, it's like, oh, they can't find a drop. You usually think, yeah, they've been performing bad. They haven't been doing good, so they're trying to find what fits. Every single time they go to different drop spots, they're still doing good. They're so adaptable. It's unbelievable. I don't know how they do it. Even in upper bracket, they switched over to the west side of the map towards that treetop terrace, or where that treetop terrace area used to be. And I was actually speaking to their coach, Sven, and interestingly enough, online, Darm has a lot of packet loss. Where he lives, his internet is not that great. So when he's playing in game, he's actually struggling to move around the map. So really interesting dynamic and really interesting expectation here, because Darm, no longer on packet loss, on LAN, 0 ping, and with the calmness that Demish must have had, because, I mean, I was speaking to Sven about it as well, that, of course, Darm struggling with that packet loss. Demish has to keep his cool as well, because imagine your teammate can't move, you know, internet issues. He has to keep his cool as well. So now, with that sort of problem out of the way on this 0 ping LAN server, look out, these guys could be here to play.
Darm Unchained, ready to strike at this lobby and kind of say, hey, you guys weren't talking about me this weekend. You made a mistake. Well, guess what? Frankie is, that's right, standing by with them.
Thank you, guys. Darm, remind us what happened to your original drop spot, because we're talking about how in the major finals you didn't really have anywhere to go. So what happened? How did you end up in that situation?
I mean, it's literally got deleted 1 week before Grands, and we had just to improvise. We landed on 5 different spots, and we managed to do top 7. I think it's a really good placement.
It's a great placement, given that you had to switch things up. So how did you find the right spot for you this weekend? Because you're uncontested right now.
Well, we tried like almost every single spot on the map, and Tip Top was the best for us.
Was it also the best for you because people didn't want to fight you for it?
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty good, so there is no point to fight us.
But you did come first in the upper bracket a couple of days ago. But do you think that is because you weren't contested?
Yeah, but I think that's because we are the best.
Okay, because this is the thing, right? On paper, you guys are the best. Winning the upper bracket recently, you qualified to the Reload Elite Series finals in 1st place. You came 6th at the Global Championships last year. This team has got everything going for it. So why aren't people talking about you as the favorites?
We're just underdogs. That's all I can say.
I want to hear from you as well, Dom. You had thoughts on this.
I mean, I think we're gonna prove that we are not underdogs anymore.
I think you are. Polska Gurum. Let's head back to the desk.
Right. Like, the thing is, we can't even really call them underdogs. Like, they're not underdogs if they're winning. It's such a weird spot to be in, but I really do have high hopes for the duo, and I hope that for themselves, they can show this lobby what is up. Now, obviously, coming into this weekend, really important, not only coming out of that major, But even being here in some of the practice games to kind of say like, hey, look, you know who we are. We want to have and claim a POI or a spot on the map, because being uncon, especially now, is critical.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of hear it from them themselves. They kind of feel like they are the underdogs, but they are very, very willing and proud to go ahead and admit, like, hey, listen, we're going to prove everybody wrong. We're ready to be considered, you know, favorites going into the rest of the year. I'm looking forward to it.
They just haven't won. They just need that win, I think, just to sort of solidify their spot as not underdogs, because they're always going to be that team. They're always sort of thought of in the shadow of Cami and Seti being that Polish duo. This is the new sort of blood coming through in Poland. So really excited to see how they can do. And if they can win here this weekend, what a way to mark your spot.
I love it. I love it. Okay, Viv, we got to do it. We got to let the Fortnite fam know. You've been cooking up in the lab. Okay, you've been looking at the map. You've been seeing some things. Talk us through it.
It's nothing too crazy, but I want to go ahead and coin this conversation, the cons and the uncons of a format that we have here at Summit, because one of the biggest conversations coming into the weekend was how NA on NA it kind of felt when we were talking about all of the drop spots. It was like, dude, like, oh my gosh, man, NA has no hope at this event. And then, boom, all of a sudden, we've got Acorn and Bolts uncontested. They were supposed to be contested by Yamzo and Josh, but they've gone ahead and switched Cold and Rapid. They had multiple teams kind of thinking about landing on them. Tyler and Chance, Basin and Gerald, they're not going to be landing over here anymore, so Cold and Rapid look good. Shadow and Virgo, a team that was kind of peeking over towards this drop spot. Darman Damus, FKS and Hero, they look like they're going to be uncon now. And then obviously we know the story of Peterbot and Pollo with Clicks and Higgs and Savage and Bello. So all of these kind of NA teams last second ended up being uncontested. And I was kind of walking around. I've been browsing socials, browsing the creator setups over there, and I feel like the predictions in terms of like top 10, who's going to win the event, have changed dramatically. You know, if we take a look at the predictions, what they were looking like 3 days ago.
Yeah, I feel like it's sort of less one-dimensional now. We've got so many more names you can throw into the hat, because being uncontested, especially on this stage, is going to be so valuable for these teams in this current situation. And again, like we spoke about earlier, having those last-minute adaptations, those last-minute adjustments, even just to in your favor, is going to make a difference as well. Even if you thought you were going to be contested, now you're uncontested, you do have to play things a little bit differently. So although it seems like a clear path for them to win, it's like, yes, look at these guys, they're back in the mix. They still need to play it right, and that's where we're going to have to see them this weekend.
Absolutely. All right, we've talked about the uncons of the event. Let's go ahead and talk about the cons of a format like this, right? Because all those teams that were contesting, those other teams had to go somewhere else, right? We talked about Yamzo and Josh potentially contesting Acorn and Bolt, so where the heck did they go? Hari and Cammy, man, how good did they look in the upper bracket? But now that they're going to be contested, I'm not entirely sure. We still have a very similar situation, or the exact same situation that we kind of expected over at Sandy. I'm sure Kanata and Victor V, I was going to say they probably don't feel too good about that, but I feel like they played so well in the upper bracket, maybe they are happy about it.
Yeah, they could be more than happy about that. They're sort of used to being this off-spawn situation. They're definitely more than comfortable being contested. And even down towards the south side as well, Akira Kurama against Phantom and QNDX. I'm not sure that's going to keep going like that throughout the entire 8 games. We saw Akira and Kurama landing up towards that south side of Frigid. I think if things don't go so well for them down there against Phantom QNDX, I think they might go back up. So go back to that uncontested map, Shadow Virgo. They might have that surprise contest station as well. That could play into the favor of Phantom and QNDX as well, especially if Curve and Veno start lurking around in that south side. You never know what's going to happen.
This guy's always trying to stir the pot, man. You know, my favorite Shadow and Virgo. I love those guys. You're like, well, maybe they could be landed on, man. Who knows what's going to happen? 8 games for us to kind of find out. I'm excited.
I'm excited, Viv, because it's that time. We got to start bringing the players in, having them board up on that battle bus. So, Frankie, over to you.
Thank you, Zeke. There are just 8 games remaining before we find out who will be lifting the trophy in the center of the stage. The first ever FNCS Major Summit champions. Everyone wants it to be them. The player lounge is full of nervous players. They're starting to make their way down and queue up to meet their fate on the stage behind me. In the end, there can be only one team that tops the summit. So Düsseldorf, please give these players your everything. Make some noise!
You can go big or you can go. We all know that Vico and Malafuka are ready to take on the world.
It's Candy and Damo. You might have counted them out, but look at them now. OCE, this is your chance.
rose from the depths, and now Lewa and Romero are aiming to surface as champions.
The elite duo, Yamso and Josh. They dominated the second chance. They made it through Lord. It's now or never, boys.
Having already won a game on the big stage, Cringe and Twine know exactly what it takes to come out on top.
It's the NA West champs, Victor V and Kanata. Triple contested day one wasn't a problem. Now we run it back with everything on the line.
The Polish powerhouse, Dorm and Demish. Nobody is safe with these two in the lobby. They want to win it all.
One of EU's finest, Yevko and Panther. They made contestants looking easy. With everything on the line today, can they make history?
Coming through from the upper bracket, Resigns and Tinka. Way to put OCE on the map.
They have the crowd on their side today. It's Champ and Flixie. With 1 day left, they have to make it count.
Now, got a bit of advice for all of you watching in Düsseldorf. Never keep a lady waiting, but you know what? It's going to be worth the wait because I'm standing by Tinker and Resign's booth. I'm just waiting for them to join me on stage. Come on, boys. I thought we'd made arrangements to meet. Come, Tinker, Resigns. Congratulations on making it to Championship Sunday. Neither of you have placed inside a top 20 before on LAN. How do you feel about your chances today?
Well, we're contested off spawn. If we win our off spawns, I think we could do really well today.
So how much have you been practicing those off spawns?
Oh, every single day, like we're botting, we're super locked in. Like, this is an easy 8-0.
An easy 8-0. Oh my goodness, there must be so many Australian fans watching you at home saying, yeah, we're Aussie and we're gonna do this. Do you have any messages for your friends, your family, people watching around the world?
Just thank you for supporting me and just, I'll do you proud, I guess.
I think you will. I think you already have, boys. Please take your seats, get ready, because we've got to head over to 11-2K with Victor V and Kanada.
Thank you very much, Frankie. Vic, I mean, day one, you came in, you told me you were feeling confident, you were feeling good. You had a different swagger about you. Are you feeling that again here today?
Bro, obviously, I'm feeling more today, especially I know me and Kanata, we've been practicing this whole week. Kanata's got some strats cooked up, bro. I've been warming up in the practice room. Bro, we're ready.
Nada, a lot of people had questions going into day one. It looked like a messy situation. You guys made it look clean, simple, easy. What's the key to replicating that today?
I mean, the problem with me is that I get things done, you know what I'm saying? So even if I'm triple con, if I'm getting grief, I'm gonna make the best out of the situation and try to do my best to win.
Are you walking away with a trophy today, though? That's the question.
We're gonna have to find out sooner or later.
I believe in you. I believe in you, Vic. I spoke to your dad, and he said even he was surprised by the confidence you had as far as, you being able to big up yourself today. What do you have to say to the fans, everybody that wants to see you have, a big performance today?
Just wait, if you wanted to see that, you've come to the right place.
Short but sweet, short but sweet. Back to you, Frankie.
Thank you so much, guys. Representing Argentina, we have Lua and Romero. And Lua, what an incredible performance here at your first LAN. You're making it look easy, is it?
Yeah, I think. We played not that good, but one game, just enough.
I mean, you played so well, though. You're uncontested today. Chap and Flixie, they don't want to go up against you.
I don't know why. Maybe they lose.
Oh, maybe they lose. Maybe they've learned from experience. And Romero, thank you so much for joining us here in Düsseldorf. I hope you're having a great time. And I hope you could tell your friends at home, watching, everyone supporting you, how you're feeling about today.
Muchísimas gracias por estar aquí y que si tienes algún mensaje para tus fans aquí en el estadio y también pues en Argentina.
Bueno, más que nada agradecerle a todos los que vinieron acá, que hay gente que vino a bancarnos nosotros, así que eso. A la gente Gorilón, Didi, todo lo que se están encargando del stream, que nos están haciendo la banca y nada. Quiero decirle que vinimos preparados y que vamos a dar pelea.
first, to all the fans here in the arena, thank you. It means so much to have your support. To Gorilon, Didi over there in the co-streamer area, also, it just means a lot to have them cheering, and just super, super thankful for all the fans supporting us.
Well, thank you so much, guys. Good luck today. Let's bring on the next teams.
They say the past can determine your future, but today, Thomas HD and Focus will control their own fate towards champions.
Repping EU, it's Cringe and Holofoil with the top 7 and a win in day 1. These guys are looking primed up. They have to make it count.
Total underdogs, but their bark matches their bite. Liam and Jace, let's see how far you go.
One of Asia's best, it's LB, Works, and Bond. Today they look to make history and win it all for their region.
Against all odds, they still made it back. It's Mini Vio and Buffoon. Scrappy but calculated. It's time to take over.
A new day, it's Acorn and Bolt. A twisted mind paired with a young star. These guys are looking to shine bright at the end of the day.
The hardest vein is Matthias and Scary tonight here in Germany. Give them a performance to remember.
It's Nutty and Gantetta. Winning a game to qualify to Sunday must feel good. Time to repeat that here on the big stage.
A duo built in the final hour, but Kiduo and Warings have already proven they're capable of overcoming any obstacles.
No practice, no problem. Swizzy and Pixie will always find a way to show exactly why they're at the top.
Kuduro and Warwick are making their way over to me now. It's a long walk past the fans here in Germany. Warwick's representing France. He's got the Gentlemates fans. I hope they'll take him under their wing this weekend. And of course, Kuduro, he's representing himself and he's representing Germany today. This is the thing about Kuduro. Kuduro wasn't even meant to be playing. He was a backup player. He found himself drafted in at the last moment, and now we get to talk to him. Kuduro, what was your reaction to being asked to play in your home country at the last minute?
I mean, I was just happy. To be fair, I was playing a different game, but when Verix DM'd me to play it, I was like, yeah, I'd closed a different game, and I just started playing with him.
Why did you want to choose Kuduro?
Why I choose him? Like, I think he's really good. Like, he have good IGL. Like, he can do good things actually. And I'm here for real, like actually. So.
Well, this is interesting because you don't even like IGLing that much. I call you the reluctant IGL, but you're so good at it.
I mean, you just gotta do what you gotta do. I don't like it, but I have to.
Well, you make it look easy, and I can't let you go without asking about this. What is this?
I can take in English?
Of course, bien sûr.
Bon les gars, je suis là pour gagner, hein, vous le savez tous les frères. Faites-moi un maximum de bruit les frères s'il vous plaît les gars, allez hein.
For the guys, we're gonna get the win. That's how I can sum it up in English for you guys watching at home. Let's head over to Levin.
Thank you very much, Frankie. I'm here with Acorn and Bolt. Acorn, I'm not gonna lie. Every time we have seen you so far at this event, you just look so cool, calm, and collected. What do you know that we don't, man? Today's a big day.
I'm ready. That's all you gotta know.
I mean, Bolt, you told me on day one, Acorn is the best IGL, and from the way you play, you clearly believe that. What do you have to do today to show everybody that you are one of the best fraggers, if not the best fragger out there?
I just gotta play off Acorn and hit my shots.
Acorn, 4th place, day one. It feels like when people predict you guys in tournaments, they put a cap on you. You don't see too many people saying Acorn and Bolt are gonna come out and win things. How are you gonna prove them wrong, and how do you look to take the victory today?
You know, we're just gonna play our game, we're gonna work to our strengths, and we're gonna make it happen.
Good luck today, boys. Sending it back to Frankie.
Hello, Germany, or should that be Guten Tag? I found some German players. We had to talk to you guys because Cringe and Volko, the fact that you're here in the upper bracket, it must be so exciting. It's your first LAN.
Yeah, it's my first LAN. I'm really excited. The crowd is amazing. I mean, it's a lot of Germans, you know, it's home soil, so I'm having a lot of fun.
And I think you're going to have a lot of fun today because you're uncontested. Does that mean that endgame is a guarantee?
I think our game plan is really good. I think we will make 7 or 8 games today, so I'm pretty confident in our game plan, and we work on our end games as well, so I think it's going to be good.
And Volko, is there anything you'd like to say to this crowd?
Ich war auf Deutsch. Danke an alle, ne? Alle Deutschen, die hier sind, und zu Hause, seid alle die Besten. Und ja, mal schauen, was wird, ne?
Dankeschön, guys. I'm going to say choose to these guys because we're going to bring on more duos.
Cammy and Hottie, today's your chance to win it all, so make sure that you take it.
Two of NA's best, Agers and Ritual. Night and day performances so far, they look to catch fire and hoist that trophy.
They already shared they want to win it all, and with the way Tiggs and Danikush are playing, they might just make it.
From Brazil, Teus and King Bjorn. Through the fire and flames after this weekend, there can only be one true king.
A total dark horse of the lobby, Minardi and Darkos are paving their own way to the trophy.
The NA champs, Benno and Bird. 2 region wins are not enough because guys are looking to dominate the global stage.
Welcome back, Rainy and Nalu. Today's forecast, sunny and bright. Let's see what you've got.
Sometimes all you need is a chance. And Tyler, you can never count these guys out because that's when they become dangerous.
There's predictions and then there's guarantees. And one thing's for sure, Shadow and Virgo are ready to take the crown.
Gentle, gentle, gentle. It's Akira and Kurama. They have the entire arena on their side today as they look to win it all.
I'm over here with Tiggs and Danikush. For me, you are the revelation of this entire event. How did it feel to play on 0 ping yesterday?
It was really good, it was good, we played good, I'm happy.
You played more than good. Second in consistency, constantly going for that high ground. Did you expect to take to this so easily?
I mean, we didn't thought it will be easy, but going to 0 ping really showed us what we are capable of. We were just flying out there, doing everything we want in the way we want it, and that gave us the confidence we needed for today.
The thing is, though, you were uncontested yesterday, but now you're going to be contested by Reason and Noah. It's going to be a lot harder to get off spawn and play the game you want. Are you prepared for a fight?
Of course we are, we practiced it a lot. Not gonna lie, there's a lot of pressure playing out of here in the big stage, but the thing is, we love playing out the pressure, and the crowd here makes it even better. So you guys remember, Fortnite is a game, and today it's game time.
It is game time, and you know who else it's game time for? Aegis and Ritual.
Yes, indeed. They are ready for game time. Richie, we have to talk about day one, because it didn't go how people were expecting it to go for you guys. What went wrong on that day that has to go right today?
I just think our off spawn was a little messy, but you know, we watched it back, did good in lowers, and now we're here today.
I mean, you did really good in lowers. Ages, you guys talked about how yesterday it felt like you could play your game, and it just felt completely different. What about that day just really made it feel that way, and how are you going to make sure you have that same feeling today?
Yeah, I think we were just trying to get back in the flow of playing again with the contested and me not feeling the best on the first.
Woo!